Hey guys, it's Bando. This is Brexit Bando. We have a full-sized Heresy Thursday with actual miniature reveals, and it's a doozy. Heresy Thursday, summon the winds of Fenris to scour your foes with the Caster of Runes. The Caster of Runes is obviously a Space Wolf specific console who was added into 2nd edition. He is a not Psyker. And has never had a mini before, coming obviously from the fact that Space Wolves do not have librarians. They have rune priests, they have all sorts of weird and wonderful. Well, the Caster of the Runes is one of those, and he has this absolutely fantastic Mark V clad Space Marine model, and I really like it. There's bits of it I'm not such a fan of, but all in all, it's generally a pretty good one. So let's open this in a new tab. So we've got a nice big picture, and let's start with the obvious. He's in Mark V armor. It's very stylized Mark V armor. You have got a very angular face plate, which is very similar to the really old artwork for Mark V, one of the Armor Through the Ages images. And this is, it's got the Mark V hallmarks. It's got the exposed cabling on the legs. It's got the exposed cabling on the chest. Like the gut had exposed cabling. It has the spikes to replace the normal battle acne studs. It's got a psychic hood, which is quite rare for this time period. It's even got the sort of shoulder strap cables that is a hallmark of like librarians. It has one of the best painted faces I've ever seen from GW. The detailing around the eyes is phenomenal. Whoever the painter of this is should be very proud. This is what you should be striving for, GW. This is what your marketing of showing off these models is all about. It's about pushing that envelope, showing what is possible. Opening up the fires of imagination in people and just pouring petrol in there. That is what you should be doing. Detail wise, he very much looks like they've got some CAD detailing from like the Mark. Is it a Mark 6 or Mark 3 Praetor they have for the Space Wolves? Across the chest and arms, there's very similar sort of designs. The axe has kind of got similar bits sort of tied into it, like the runes. Fine, if you have an asset pack, you have an asset pack, that's fine. The helmet I love that helmet. I think it looks fantastic. If that's what the plastic one looks like, I don't think I'd have a problem with it. It's a more sort of a reimagining of production Mark V, and I can see those sharp angles being, they're spot welding, they're welding square plates. They haven't got time to make expensive curved parts anymore. I've always going to love Mark V as it was with the old Forge World ones, but if this is the updated version of it, this is the new aesthetic, I generally don't particularly have a problem with it. I like that the lights on top of the head have been kind of a bit more embellished, and the backpack's really cool with its extra detailing. The bits I don't like, the fur still looks kind of banana-y, but it's definitely getting better. I'm not a big fan of the detailing on the chest and the arms. I think I'd rather have the option to paint it in myself, rather than having it actually carved in. The totem on the actual the staff head itself in general, I'm not a big fan of. I don't like this, and I think this skull looks a bit silly. It looks more like a wolf skull than some of the skulls they've used in the past, which have looked considerably closer to like raccoon skulls. But this head's fantastic. The helmet's fantastic. The shoulder pad is phenomenal. Yeah, when that comes out, when that gets to China, I'm buying a lot of those because that's cool. I like that. Interesting to see what the design on the other side's going to be. Okay, yes, it has a tactical rock, and we all hate the tactical rock. And I don't mind tactical rock. I understand there's only so many finite places you can place the feet for a model without increasing verticality. As long as the foot is separate from the rock, that's not a problem. I can then get it working into, my base system, even if I was building these on a tech base. Oh, which, hey, my Space Wolves are on tech bases. That's not difficult to do. A cable, a pipe, a dead body, anything like that fits. Not a problem if you've got 5 minutes of modelling experience. It'll be interesting to see what other kit he's got. If he's got a pistol of any sort. I'm expecting there's going to be like a holster on this side, or possibly at the back here. Maybe a knife or something. Probably a bag of his runes. But I really like this. This is a solid release. I can't fault GW for it. And the article does mention there's going to be another one next week with something involving pauldrons, which is anything Space Marine related, pretty much. If they are just doing Mark III upgrade pauldrons, okay, little disappointing, but it's not horrendous. I would take that over nothing or Legion Imperialis, frankly. I'm honestly surprised we didn't see Mark III helmets and Mark III pads as an upgrade. Probably the backlash from the Mark VI had something to do with that. If I was GW and I wanted to do them, I would pair them up and show them off and release them at the same time, or possibly do them in pairs. So you do Space Wolves and Thousand Suns at the same time, Ultramarines and Wordbearers at the same time, Dark Angels, Emperor's Children, or Iron Hands, Emperor's Children, or, anyway, just pair them up and do them that way. That way, each time they're released, smaller release window, and you get more stuff out, and it probably won't affect your production capacity that much. What else can I say about this? Not a lot, really. Not a lot. I will be getting this model. This will be... I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Obviously some sort of Psyker. I already have an Esoterist in my Space Wolves, but I may get something that's going to be a bit more wibbly-wobbly. Maybe even a Caster of the Runes, I don't know. He will not be keeping these arms. He will most likely have something completely different. That axe could be used for a lot of things. I'm really hyped for that shoulder pad. That shoulder pad is fantastic. And the head, I really like the head. Bando really liked the head. extra, more at 11. Yeah, fantastic. Really like that. Great model, all in all. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Yeah, so fantastic. Don't know what else I can say. They haven't really showed off any more details. Yeah, so it's going to be resin. We know that already. And he isn't the only power armoured reveal waiting to deploy. Check back next week for another Heresy Thursday, which is guaranteed to feature pauldrons. Again, I think that's a bit of a misdirect. I think it's just going to be something Space Marine related. What it is, I don't know. Plastic tank commanders, maybe. Who knows? Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please feel free to pop them down below. What do you think of this release? Are you excited for this? Do you like the styling of this new Mark V? Are you impressed with the paint job? What do you think next week's is going to be? I also really like the work they've done on the metallics here. Painting like you're painting non-metallic metals, but with metallic paints, can give you a really phenomenal result. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I always want to get your feedback on things, what you think of it, what you're going to make with this guy. And as always, stay easy, stay breezy, and all that other stuff. My name is Bando. This is Brexit Bando, which I record at 6 o'clock in the evening every night. Thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.